Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
In the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information.
Well, that was a long intro.
I know. Who are we? SVU? Anyway, welcome back to another...
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did they ever do the parody of this trial? I can't remember.
They've done so many different celebrity parodies. I don't know. Alright, well, anyway, in case you don't know, in case this is your first time, she's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty, and together with the Salty and Petty podcast.
Duh.
Yeah, they did answer the murder book episode 2007.
Because I was going to say, I know, like, between all the shows they've done, I think they did the Michael Jackson thing at least twice.
Yeah, once with a white guy, even.
Yeah. So I was going to say, I couldn't remember, but I knew they had to have put on OJ somewhere. All right, kids. So, yes, this time we're going to be talking all about O.J. Simpson, since he just passed away not too long ago. The infamous O.J. Simpson.
The cancer got him.
I know. Maybe they were waiting for him to like get passed, because did you see? Did I see something, or was it a joke? I thought, are they remaking The Naked Gun?
Yeah, probably.
I think, yeah. And instead of Leslie,
they're trying to bring back parody movies, so I don't doubt it.
Yeah, but I was like, but if I'm like, I think it's the Leslie Nielsen part is played by Liam Neeson.
That makes sense.
Really? I don't think of him when I think comedy.
Clearly, you're not a Family Guy fan. Then you'd know he's actually pretty funny.
That's true. I'm not cool like my son or my sister. All right.
I think it is true, because I think Pamela Anderson said something about it.
Yes, yeah, because she's supposed to be in it too. That is correct.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, maybe. I thought they were gonna make it a TV show or something, but
maybe
that's been in the works for a while. So yeah, I think they were kind of waiting for OJ then.
You know what? I wonder if did he ever any kind of deal with, like, if they remade that, would he make some kind of money or something?
I don't. You know what? He had a good lawyer, so he had good lawyers all around. Whether it was entertainment, he had a really good contract for the time when he signed into the NFL. So I mean, it's quite possible.
Well, that's true, man. He might have.
We'll get into it.
He might have demanded they cut him in,
or else. Because if he did it,
let's not lose our heads.
Oh no. Yeah, let's get into it.
Yes.
It's just very fitting because he was born in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, he wasn't. What am I talking about?
I was gonna say, he's a little older than that.
It was something about his football. Oh yeah, that's when he got drafted in the NFL. Was 1969 to the Bills. Because there's always a 69 in here somewhere. Yeah, he was born in 1947. He was old as shit.
I was gonna say, he's older than that. Yeah.
Old ass shit. Yeah. So let's just get into it. He was a football player. They said he was the best for his time, and it's kind of so weird. Like, he rushed for like 200,000 yards in a season when the seasons were like super super short.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, like 18 games back then or something crazy shit like that? I forget, but I know it was much shorter. Oh no, it was 14 games back then.
I was gonna say 18's not shorter. Yeah,
it was 14.
Maybe 14. Games. Yeah. So it's so weird. Like even like on the back of like old 70s comics, like I've seen like ads with OJ in them, and it's so weird now. It's just like,
was he on the Wheaties? I feel like he was on the Wheaties box.
He probably was. I mean, I think any like big athlete, the big athletes at the time, took turns on that Wheaties box.
Like, everybody talks about like the Bills, and I'm like, that's not the only team he played for, guys. I think that's the only team he really did something to note with, to be honest.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If that's the team he did the best on, that's
he went to the Pro Bowl 5 consecutive times. That's crazy. So there's a lot of things he did. Other than the murder, allegedly. Criminally he was acquitted, but civilly he was found guilty. And what's wild to me is that I didn't even know this, but I guess Nicole's family got paid, but the Goldmans have still never been paid.
Oh, geez.
And the executor, I was reading this, the executor said, I hope they don't get a dime. He's like, if it's up to me, they're not going to get a dime. The executor of his estate.
Oh,
and they have to see how the law goes, what's left, and everything like that. But, I mean, he wasn't really worth much in the end, unfortunately. And he does have other kids and stuff like that, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. The whole thing is weird because it's like
first and foremost, F in the chat to his family, obviously.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was something to somebody, a father, a brother, and everybody has a different relationship with people. So
yeah, but it's like if he didn't do it, then he had to have at least known it, because it's like, really, you're gonna. It almost seems like, the hunt for the killer of your some of your children's mother is all of a sudden you're just done. Okay.
Well, listen, not to be this person, but I always thought that their relationship was very suspect. She was 18 when he was 29.
A famous guy with a younger wife, get out of here.
It's just always reeked. And then, she's hanging out with this waiter when she was really, still friends with, elite. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. The murders never really made sense. The OJ thing never really made sense. It's so much, if you actually start digging into that and, the circumstances and things like that, I still say his son did it.
That's what I'm saying. If he didn't do it, I think he knows who did it. Yeah, he knew. Oh, yes, he was on the Wheaties box.
Yeah, I know my dad had it, and I just was like, am I tripping? Was that another Mandela timeline? But I
yes and yes.
Yeah, my dad collected weird shit.
Real?
Sure still in the garage somewhere.
He didn't collect TV Guide, did he?
Nope, that's my grandfather actually.
Oh my lord!
He stopped collecting in 2018, I think it was. I didn't even know they were still making them. I was recently out there not too long ago. I was like, he was like, yeah, this is the last TV Guide I'll ever buy. My family are a bunch of weirdos with collecting shit, man.
It's my last Jeers and Cheers.
Remember when we had to rely on the TV Guide or the newspaper? Oh my god, if you're too young, just feel bad for us.
Uh-huh.
Feel bad for us.
Oh my lord, I had a friend. His grandfather collected decades of Playboy.
And?
We went through it the one day. What do you think?
Okay, I mean, vintage Playboy is kind of not my favorite thing.
Yeah, you can't see much.
Best era of Playboy, I would say, is 1996 to 2004.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Yeah, because you go to the 70s, you really can't see. Well, downstairs you really can't see much.
Yeah, that too. But it's just, I don't know. It was kind of crazy. His death notice came out of nowhere. Usually there's murmurs, somebody from the hospital leaked something to TMZ or something. But
I mean, he must have had maybe a doctor he trusted or something who kept it quiet. Because
in Las Vegas, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, again,
you know about
there are people,
private sector doctors in Las Vegas.
But there are still people who wanted to be in his inner circle. So I mean,
yeah, obviously. I mean, the people that robbed the casino with him, that he did damn near 10 years for. Somebody brought this up. He actually got extra time for stealing sweets while he was in jail from the commissary or something. Ridiculous! It's like a cartoon. This man is a cartoon.
I know.
It's just so many things that I was researching. This just kind of surprised me.
Oh my god! I mean, I don't know.
Same, bud. I'd probably get the same charge.
It's like he can't help himself because it's like he got off. I mean, criminally he got off for for the murders. It's like, why don't you just keep your head down for the rest of your life and not.
I mean, that memorabilia did mean something to him. I kind of get where he was coming from. There was a better way to go about it. That trial really did break him as a person. He couldn't do a lot of the stuff he used to do. There's this joke, and I want to say, I think it's Earthquake that tells this joke. He said he met OJ on a public golf course, and he's like, "Hey, big man," and he was like, "What up, killer?" He's like, "I'm not a killer." "Well, don't call me big man." But he was on a public golf course. Like, you know how bad that's like Donald Trump having to go to a private golf course, basically.
Yeah.
Like, a public golf course. Like, it's just a whole lot of things. Like truly, just think about it. Like, if he was actually covering for his son and he just had that burden and his whole life changed, he lost all his money, all his reputation, couldn't get any more deals, and he had to, like, live. Like, he was, like, basically, I thought it was illegal or something like that once upon a time for, like, them to sign merchandise. No, it was illegal for him to sign the merchandise and keep the profits because he was still supposed to be paying to the families. And I think that was the whole thing. But this particular memorabilia in Las Vegas that he tried to steal really meant something to him. He wasn't going to sell it. It was like personal things from like his glory days. I get it. But there's just a right way and a wrong way to do things. And he just couldn't figure out how to do the right thing. Yeah. You know, once you're that famous, you know, he was in movies. He was beloved by America, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like the Wayne Brady before Wayne Brady was Wayne Brady. Except for Wayne Brady doesn't play sports. I can't think of another like athlete really, truly that was like of the time. Like maybe Bruce Jenner. Because he too was on a Wheaties box, beloved. But I don't think he ever got any like movie deals or anything like that. I just really can't think of anybody that really got a movie deal from being an NFL player from that time. I mean, sure they had the stupid like the little shuffles and little songs and little Disney World commercials, but like nothing like being a Naked Gun.
Oh yeah, nothing like that. I mean, I don't think he got big movie roles, but I mean, you probably saw like Terry Bradshaw showing up places and stuff, you know.
Radio Shack commercials.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but nothing like a movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Like I'm not in. I'm into sports, but like I don't get the sports idolatry. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. I think they're definitely overpaid compared to like teachers and other social workers.
Again, I'm not.
For me, it's just like
again, I'm not your typical guy. I'm in your camp. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? It's
like people that dress up and like sit in the cold and like tailgate and they're just all there all day from sun up to sun. No.
I mean, well, none of those players have loyalty to their, you know, it's like they get traded.
Yeah, look at
seconds.
Brady. Listen, as somebody who had to endure with him and as a Buccaneer, yeah, no loyalties. I mean, even Brett Favre went to the Vikings, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, again, they're going to follow the money. They're not going to be loyal. Even if they were born in that town, they'll go somewhere else if the money's better. Come on.
Exactly. So I just never really understood it, but like everybody has a hobby and that's fine. But like just to put them on that pedestal like that, like even Michael Jordan, any sports person.
Yeah.
Not you, A-Rod. Not you. Don't.
I mean, I'm sure people can make the argument where it's like, you know, with like professional athletes, you know, it's at least an example of like they put in the hard work. They go out to
it's discipline, it's training, but like, ooh, man, run fast with ball. Good for him.
I know.
Like, why are we idolizing that?
Well, is that the reason our world is in the state as it's in these days? Because it's like we are putting.
Well, I think that even goes back to ancient Roman times and stuff. Like it is what it is. It's society. I just still haven't really, from a psychological standpoint, been able to ever figure it out.
Well, yeah, instead of athletes,
but he was charming. I will say that. If you've ever met OJ, super charming.
Oh, that's right. Did you meet OJ?
I've met OJ several times. Like I said, I know some of his kids' acquaintances and stuff when I lived in Vegas. I was actually in Vegas when he robbed it. I'm not going to tell that story. That's for Patreon. But yeah. So, like,
but you were in town when it happened. Okay.
Yeah, it was like literally breaking news. People making phone calls like, did you hear that? Oh my God, I can't. You think that's true? And they had the footage. So I was like, oh, I can't believe his memorabilia was in such a shitty casino. Ooh, like that's the most embarrassing thing of where the casino that it was. It was like off strip casino. Like,
wait a minute. So they had footage. So like he wasn't even wearing a mask or nothing.
No, it was broad daylight. This was wild. Like you guys, if you don't know the deal about why he actually ultimately ended up in jail, you need to look it up. It's the craziest story you'd ever hear, but. When you put OJ's name in it, it makes sense.
And I'm sure, and again, I know he, you know, that memorabilia meant something to him, but it's like, why even do it yourself? I'm sure he had guys you know, that would have went in and did it for him.
He thought to quote Jay-Z, quoting OJ, he's not black, he's OJ. He thought he could get away with it again. Real talk. Listen, not to diagnose somebody that you barely know, but like little narcissistic, little sociopathic tendencies. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he was a football guy. He got hit in the head a lot. Like, hello? And like, it is a literal thing with concussions.
Oh, yeah,
You suffer so many. And those helmets were absolute shit back then, too. You might as well have been playing with the old-timey leather strap at that point.
And then, and then getting away with murder, you're like, I guess you're just like, oh, yeah, I'll get away with theft. I got away with murder.
Yeah, exactly. And it's Las Vegas, and he knew a lot of people behind the scenes, but I said, that hotel?
That's the thing. That's the thing. If he would have been wearing a mask, maybe if there had been a reasonable doubt or something. But again, if they have footage, the authorities are like, we have no choice. We have to,
Yeah, and that was the time when Las Vegas was changing. Where if you know, it goes from like Las Vegas was old Las Vegas for a really long time. I'd say it started changing right about that time, 2007, and it's been downhill ever since. Personally, too much corporate vested interests and whatnot. So yeah, like he definitely wasn't gonna get away with it. Vegas was like kind of trying to get away from what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They wanted to make it more family friendly and stuff like that. So that just was not the time to be doing shit like that. It just wasn't.
Well, it's never time to do anything on camera, right?
I mean, not to get into it, but certain murders have happened in Las Vegas on camera, and people have gotten away with it for decades. So it is what it is. Well, pick and choose.
What was that, when the mob was more in control?
No, very recently.
Oh.
I can think of several within the last 3 decades.
Oh, my.
So anyway, I'm just saying, like,
oh my God.
It was very much still the Wild West, but they were trying to clean it up. So I was just like, oh my God. What? I just couldn't believe it. I was like, no way. A casino? Las Vegas is like almost as surveilled as London. Are you out of your mind?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't pay attention. I have new theories swirling in my head. Lilith doesn't reveal her true identity because she is like this hit woman.
No, listen, I know things because I can put things together, and it's just like you can deny it, but I don't
know. Don't worry. NSA, I'm just joking. That's not true, and you couldn't prove.
No, my NSA agent knows. I that's too messy for me. That's how I do things.
NSA couldn't prove it was true. No, I'm just. Lil's like, no. I don't kill no one. She's like, I go to Vegas to get high and.
Exactly. Do peyote in the desert.
Bleep a lot of people. That's all.
I go for strictly tourism activities. But yeah, like that's the most fascinating thing for me personally about OJ's life is like his really bad relationships with his first wife and his kids from that wife, and why it lends me to the theories that probably wasn't him, probably was his son. His son also had a couple of issues. So for me, it's like,
Again, the victim's family should have got answers, but again, if it was his son, I almost kind of sort of on a level respect OJ for that, just like taking the world's hatred and be like, so the son doesn't get it, be like, yeah, go ahead, you can hate me, come on.
Yeah. There's no way his son was going to get off. So.
And maybe that's why
and you want to know the honest truth, if you actually ask, I think they talked probably 5 years after the trial, they were talked to some of the jurors where they, they could say what they wanted to at that point. And there was we knew he was guilty. He was like, we felt that he was guilty, but it was kind of payback for Rodney King.
Oh yeah, it was.
Is what a lot of the jurors had said at that time. So it was just like right place, right time.
Oh yeah, after it again.
Our country was way worse than it is.
Oh right yeah, for those of you who weren't alive or in that, it's like it was after Reginald Denny, Rodney King. Yeah, they were worried about riots and stuff. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's a great joke in Family Guy where it's like a flashback to Brian living in LA. He's got a black roommate and they're watching the OJ trial and goes, they're not guilty, and they both pull a gun on each other and they're like, I guess we'll move out. It's because the black guy says, oh good, and then Brian says, oh man, they should have hung him or whatever they said, and they both pull a gun on each other and then they're both like, yeah, I guess we're not roommates anymore. And that's really how it was. It was a lot of racial tension.
And again, for you young people who may not remember, I was in high school during that verdict. They let us watch it live on TV when they read that verdict.
Yeah, I remember coming home and my mom and my grandma, they were on the phone talking about it and watching the recaps and newspapers and the terribly drawn caricatures.
Yeah, we were watching in high school, and when they said not guilty, every jock in the room was like, yeah. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like that trial itself was kind of ridiculous, and like a lot of unnecessary things got into that trial that unfortunately, I think it set the precedent of like these crazy trials for celebrities now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well, no, honestly, Michael Jackson kind of set that precedent because I think it was the same summer Michael Jackson was on one of his damn things, and he was on top of his truck being a circus media.
I'd say the 90s set the trend for these.
Oh man, it is so many trials, man.
I mean, between that and it wasn't so much a trial, but it's like even the Bill Clinton stuff. It just.
Well, that was a trial in the Senate.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I know. I'm saying it wasn't like a,
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, like that trial, it amazes me looking back at how they got away with it. And then the thing, like I said, this is what I mean. Like I definitely think that OJ has a little bit of sociopathic, narcissistic tendencies because he literally wrote a book called "If I Did It."
That's what I'm saying.
And if you've ever seen the cover, they make sure that the "if" you can hardly see it. Let me find the cover for you guys. I actually own this book, but it's been reprinted many different times, but every single time they do the gimmick. Because
I used to think, oh, that's so stupid he wrote that book. But if you go with that theory you were saying, if it was his son, that's him doubling down saying, don't look for anyone else. Is this
the original one? Gotta make sure it's the original. The original one is absolutely fucking good. Oh no, where's the one with the gray cover? That's the one that's really egregious. I'll just show you this one just again. But yeah, like that book, like it really raised my eyebrows, and I'm just like, okay, like you need to let sleeping dogs lie, bro. We almost forgot, bro. You could have came back, but then he did this crazy shit, and it's just like, it was always something. Like he just was always up to something. But what's crazy, I remember when he got out, the year that he got out, I was in Vegas that year. I saw him at a bar. Well, not a bar, but like a lounge. And he is like old white lady catnip. So many of the white ladies were crowded around him.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get his attention. And I'm like, what the? But then remember that there are people that write to serial killers and marry serial killers. So.
Oh, yeah. That is the weird thing. It's like, yeah, if anyone.
And I'm not going to say what rich white lady from one of the Housewife franchises I saw flirting with OJ, but.
That's no surprise. They'll do anything to be famous.
I'm just like, well, not even. I'm like, yeah, because OJ didn't have money like that. Like, the way he was living at the end of his life, it's kind of wild from where he came from. Well, not where he came from, but like after he made his money in football and stuff. And he really did kind of like change. Like, if you ever like talk to like any of his old friends, even his old wife and his eldest kids, I'm so happy for them that they actually got to like kind of get to know him at the end of his life. Because after he got out of prison, his daughter took him in. He got to know his grandkids and stuff. So that's always nice for reconciliation. Because you never know how long you have with somebody. He was old anyway. Like, 60s is kind of old, especially for like a football player. Honestly, from back in those days, like it's amazing he made it this long.
Oh yeah. But again, too, let's go with the assumption that he did do the murders. I mean, should we be having yet another talk about, like violence in the NFL and head trauma and stuff? And
honestly, if we go from that perspective, absolutely, this is like, that would be, if he would have been found guilty, I feel like definitely people would have taken it a little more seriously sooner. Like, they still kind of don't take it seriously. Like, they're still blocking that guy's, like, findings and stuff.
Well, yeah, because they're making billions, Lilith. Of course they're blocking that.
And it's like, and it's kind of like, why don't, like, I feel a little dirty watching football sometimes.
I know. I mean, if it wasn't for my son, I wouldn't be watching football.
But baseball is so fucking boring.
Baseball is the slowest of all of it.
And what the happened to basketball? Why are all the scores 100-1 and 100-15? In my day, that was a fluke. We'd have, like, you'd be lucky to score 70 points for any team. Like, there's just no fucking defense in basketball. So it's like, oh my God, I love this football. You're killing me. But I feel dirty about it. But yeah, I feel like if he had gotten convicted of it, there could have been a case for it. And I wanted to know, and I have to wait for some time just to be respectful. I want to know if they're donating his brain to science. Like a lot of football players do. Or if he was even cognitive of, of that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean...
I think almost it should be, well, as long as it's not against their religion, I think it should be mandatory for all football players to do that personally.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But again, I mean, is the NFL going to, like, behind the scenes be, like, fighting it?
Well, NFL is gonna have to have a moment. Like, I
I
mean,
know.
they're riding high off that Taylor Swift shit right now, but that was to cover up a lot of stuff that was going on for the last 2 seasons. If you know, you know. I won't get into it right now.
I know, and two, they want to bring like more women and stuff, you know, watching and buying merch and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I feel a little dirty, and I do think that that's a good point, though. But it's just so weird. Cause should I say this? I don't know. Let me see if this is public before I say this.
Okay. But hey, we did actually get like some quick feedback for this episode.
Oh, go ahead.
From our good friend Diane up in Alaska.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what she has to say.
Because she commented when I put it up in the Facebook group. She goes, "Can I comment here?" She goes, "A friend of mine said it best. OJ can rest in peace knowing the real killer is finally dead."
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook
Yeah.
too. A lot of people were saying that.
Oh, some smart ass.
Oh, okay. Yes. Now I can say it. I had to make sure. So what's weird about it is that his first wife, OJ's first wife, said he never physically abused her at all, and you know she didn't have any reason to lie after he divorced her at all. You know?
Well, yeah.
Tarnish that man's, and she didn't get anything from the divorce, honestly.
Oh, really?
Bro. I mean, back then, you're lucky to even get a divorce, you know? Like,
yeah.
Women barely had the right to vote, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ooh, yeah, those times, but like, yeah, she literally had nothing to, lose on that.
I was going to yeah, that's true. It is the time, because I was going to say, well, I thought maybe there'd be a thing where, like, oh, maybe she got some alimony cause if she kept her mouth shut or whatever.
That was a real bad deal. So, I mean, it just gives pause about the whole thing for me. Like, if you like just know his history and like it was just weird. Like I said, that whole murder, when you start digging into who she was actually around, Nicole was around, and God, I don't want to drag Chris Jenner into it, but like if you know, you know, Chris was wild swinging times back then too. So she was around shady people.
Oh.
So you know, and then when you have a high profile black person, you could potentially blame it on. Why not? Like I said, like for me, it might sound like it's conspiracy theory, but like I said, stranger things have been proven to be true.
Oh yeah, especially in the 90s, a high profile
black person. I wouldn't even doubt if the government did it or something. Like, honest to God, at that point, that particular time, yeah, I wouldn't even doubt it. I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
I mean,
we get like some Freedom of Information Act of like 2081. Oh yeah, the government set OJ up. For shits and giggles, because we needed to detract from what we were doing over in the Middle East. I don't know.
I mean, that's what his attorneys were. I mean, weren't they blaming the LAPD for setting him up?
Well, and the LAPD is notorious, though.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like I said, when you have a high-profile black guy, you can blame it on. What?
Or, you know what, I bet you the LAPD wasn't behind the murders, but it's like, once they thought it was him, they were probably like, oh, yeah, let's do everything
No, once they got who it was, they're like, oh, we can blame him? Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
LAPD still needs cleaning up. It's still notoriously bad. They're just the biggest gang in the world next to the NYPD, but you didn't hear that from me.
Oh, damn.
Like, why is NYPD over in London giving seminars? Tell me! I'll wait! I'll fucking wait! I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Curiouser. But like, the civil suit is what I was able to follow, because that happened like a couple of years later, and I was just like, oh, why is he? I was like, oh, he's on trial again. And like my dad and mom were explaining, it's a civil suit. There's like less strenuous proof. Like the proof has to be on the defendant, not the plaintiff in civil matters, I believe. Whereas the state had to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, and you know the whole thing. And it's not like juries did have different standards and stuff, so. Basically everybody was like, yeah, he's gonna be found guilty. Basically, everybody was hedging their bets on the guilty thing. So, but I thought that the civil trial had a lot more information too. So if you ever want to read those transcripts, definitely raises a couple of eyebrows, throws a couple of wrenches in my conspiracy theory, but not too many. Because you never want to talk about what your children were doing. You never want to victim blame in the first place. But when it comes to like murders and stuff, like you do need to take in all the evidence. And I feel like a lot of that evidence is cherry picked and discarded and left to the side in this case. Which, everybody has to craft their own argument. But
I mean, maybe,
if you as a bystander really want to know the truth, you can't
Yeah, but maybe
just go by those things.
I mean, depending what happened, I mean, one or both sides might not have wanted stuff to come to light. Like if if Nicole was up to stuff, I mean, maybe her parents didn't want that to come to light. Yeah, and again, if it was OJ's son, maybe he didn't want that to come to light.
And then a lot of people were mad that he was found innocent on the criminal charges.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So that you can't ever jurors are supposed to be impartial, but that's literally impossible. Human beings we're subjective beings. There's not really too many things that are objective in life. I mean, hell, gravity's still just a theory. It's the best theory, but it's still a theory.
Well, hell, some people, the Earth is round is a theory.
Yeah.
Which explain the eclipse to me, everyone. If it's not round.
Oh, it's just a projector. It's a hologram, bud. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, everybody knows the best theory is hollow Earth theory. Like, come on, don't be a flat earther. Be a hollow earther with me.
I mean, I'd buy that before I buy flat Earth. Come on.
So
I don't know if this is true. I thought I heard someone saying after the whole the infamous Bronco chase that sales of the Ford Broncos went way up and stuff.
No, I wanted a Bronco so bad. Listen, I know what I was doing when I saw them cut to the OJ chase. A commercial literally got interrupted. A commercial for Lion King.
I know.
A commercial for Lion King got interrupted for this damn chase.
Oh,
and I was just like, what the hell?
I was sitting there reading, and I just had the TV on in the background, and all of a sudden it cuts. I'm like, what is this? And I see the cops chasing this Bronco. I'm like, what is this? And they all start, of course they started explaining.
That was the slowest speed chase I ever seen in my life. Especially as somebody from Southern California, literally every single day there is somebody running from the cops with a helicopter on them. Every single day, at least twice a day. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's the LAPD in the 90s, so they they're probably following behind rails. So like, he's famous, we can't just shoot him. Okay.
Absolutely. Well, I know they wanted to until they got the word that it was OJ. They were you can almost see the difference when they find out that it's OJ. They kind of drop back. It was crazy. The helicopter even slides off to the side, and it was just whoa.
See all those news cameras? Yeah, he's famous. We can't do no.
Yeah, because literally people have been shot by the LAPD live on camera, being in a chase. So especially back then.
Oh yeah, there weren't as many body cams or
really
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. The best bet you had was the actual news camera, not the actual police helicopter. You better hope that that's the news chopper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With eyes in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was just crazy. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? All the TVs, everybody just starts coming, this is when the living room wasn't fucking dead. So everybody's coming into the living room, let's watch this, let's see what's going on. It was just such a shock. It was just the craziest thing you'd ever seen, really.
I mean, basically, it's back then we didn't have streaming and stuff unless you were watching cable or something. I mean, if you were watching...
I think it even got interrupted on cable.
Did it? I was going to say, I mean, at least if you're watching the big, 3 or 4 networks, that got interrupted.
Yeah, everything. So it was it was all the channels. It was kind of I was like, this isn't a presidential speech. What the heck?
Because no one wanted scooped on it. They were like, oh no,
exactly.
This is ratings. Put it on.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad we've kind of gone away from the sensationalized news where high speed chase, hoping somebody's gonna the NASCAR effect, hoping somebody's gonna die. I'm so glad we're so past that.
What do you think? What do you think
with the 24-hour news cycle?
Oh, I was gonna say, you think we're past that, or just certain?
It's our news cycle. I
was gonna say,
Rob said, it's 20 minutes. You can literally
True.
just have the same story every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Different people are going to see it every single time.
Or is it just people in power? We don't need people to see what's going on. No.
Well, yeah. I mean, American news is highly propagandized and everything like that. I don't want to get into it. You're welcome, Noel. I'm just.
I feel like this whole episode, Noel's going to be all happy with.
But yeah, like I said, it's sad when somebody dies from cancer. That's a terrible way to go. Did they say what kind of cancer?
I don't. Let me see. I remember it was the day after or something. They were just saying cancer, but yeah, I wonder if they.
Oh, and they say he didn't just die surrounded by loved ones. So I wonder if he was because he was just on Twitter or something 2 weeks before his death, drinking a beer. I remember seeing that post and stuff. So it was just really crazy. And they said that he didn't die around his loved ones. So maybe he didn't know it was coming.
Prostate cancer.
Oh, yeah, you go fast from that.
Yeah, the news came surprised many because even because he was always doing live videos on Twitter. But
yeah. Oh my God, I remember when he first got to Twitter. That video was so fucking hilarious.
Oh my Lord. Oh yeah, because like Howard Stern.
He's like, I'm the real O.J. Simpson.
Howard Stern would play clips for that. Like he'd start everybody like, "Hello, Twitter world, it's O.J."
Yes. It was so cringe. Like, look, okay, Granddad. Whatever you say, Granddad.
Well, yeah, again, he's an old man. So he got prostate cancer.
Yeah, I think he had like 7 kids, but one died when they were very, very young. Yeah. Prostate cancer, that's rough. So I don't know. Some people might say that that's karma, because like, but he's a man of a certain age that they just never got checked for that either. Yeah. They don't believe in that, so I don't know. But yeah, that's one of the most, next to pancreatic cancer, is one of the worst ways to go.
Mm-hmm. So did he just have the 2 wives?
Yeah. I think he just had the 2 wives, but I know he's got at least 2 illegitimate kids. One's kind of famous, if you ask me. Yeah. I'm a subscriber to that theory, and you can't change my mind. I don't care what that fake DNA test said on the show. We all know it's not the hairdresser. It's OJ.
One of these things is not like the other.
Well, and she also treated her like shit. So
wow.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can go down that rabbit hole another time. But yeah, he also has another illegitimate child that he never claimed, and they'll probably be popping out of the woodwork in a couple of weeks. So,
with tell-alls and yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if they actually have some class and not do that, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, it depends when, what your situation, And again, even if they don't go looking for it, there's probably going to be like book publishers and other people be like, oh, hey, come tell us your, someone going to get an Oprah special, come on.
Well, Oprah's irrelevant. Maybe Jennifer Hudson.
Well, something like...
No, actually, Jennifer Hudson and Kelly Clarkson are too classy for that, so... Probably going to be on the Drew Barrymore show, because she's a fucking scab.
Wow!
I'm so disappointed in Drew Barrymore. Like, you have no idea.
Maury Povich going to have to come out of retirement.
Oh, let Mr. Connie Chung rest in peace. Did I ever show you? No, I don't think I showed you guys. Let me delete. Why does it do this? I always forget how to do this.
What, share the screen?
No. Oh. How to not show the gallery at the bottom. It's a Windows thing. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, mine usually does, but I have.
Oh, here we go. Now can I go back? So annoying. Anyway, keep talking. Fill the space.
I was just looking at his Twitter because I was like gonna look for one of his videos, but the pinned post. That must be from his children. It said on April 10th, our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren.
They said he wasn't, so that's a fucking lie. Okay, here we go.
What's another thing where they were like, oh, he was, the family asking for pieces.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I did it. Yeah.
I did it. Confessions of a Killer. Like, oh, wow. This book is so much controversy when it came out, too. And they had to put in the Goldman's name so they got money from it or something like that. It was such a weird case.
I was gonna say, do you want to hear?
Like I said, he had some damn good lawyers. That's all I know.
Yeah. Do you want to hear any of these Twitter videos?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
I know. People don't realize it's different. Hey, X-Well, it's me, yours truly. Well, it's been a while. I've been dealing with issues, but I am healthy now and I am ready to go. Well, what a game last night. We've been having some type of games here lately. That was pretty tough on Miami, I know. People don't realize there's 2 different types of snow. You can have it cold and snow like it was last night where the ground is icy and slippery. Or you can have it
Somebody get that damn grandpa off of the Twitter.
It actually has to warm up the snow.
You got that frozen snow. You got
it
that
has to
soft,
be in the 20s, maybe
snow.
even 30 degrees.
Shit, he played for the Buffalo Bills. He knows all about snow.
0. I played a game, I remember, against the Jets in New York.
And this is the sad thing.
2,000-yard season.
If he would have kept his nose clean, he could have been commentating. Because, I know commentators that sound worse than that. I'm not going to name names.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. After that, the original trial, if he had, kept it quiet,
kept as well as people could have forgot.
I'd say by the year 2000, he would have been He could have been commentating.
Yep. Yeah. I really just want to know what you can only have theories because nobody, only God knows the truth of what happened. That and the killer. So
yeah, and again, if it was him, he's gone. And if
yeah,
okay, I guess maybe his friends, maybe like his children or something. I was gonna say, if it was him, do you think anyone else knows?
I can't say. I think I know somebody who thinks they know.
Ew.
But see, this is the thing. So there was a person who initially believed that he did it, hated his guts, found something out, and reconciled with him while he was in prison. So so there's a lot of things that have happened since that just make me curious about about his guilt or his innocence. Like, I can see it both ways, but that last thing, it's actually two people. And it just makes me, that we're very close to the situation, that just make me think, It just makes me think. Yeah. That's why I always kind of lean towards he didn't do it. Like, I used to be adamant, yeah, he did that shit. And then, like, just a couple, like, it was my special interest, like, one summer, and I just went poking around and just found some interesting shit that just made me kind of rethink it. So, like I said, like, most people are in denial about what happened to the JFK, even though it's right there on film. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, some people just, you see it, but you can't believe it kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Occam's razor. Like, there's alibis, there's this, there's that, there's just so much stuff.
Everybody wants to be, there's so many people who want to be
the armchair detective, absolutely.
Want to be the person who's like, I discovered the official story is not true. And
I would never, though. Like, it's just for my own edification, because, listen, it's just like, all the people that have invented cars that run on water die.
Yeah.
I'll just put it that way. I keep my mouth fucking shut.
Trust me. Yeah, if the conspiracy is that deep, you don't want to be uncovering it.
Nope. I just needed it for my own edification because I'm nosy, and I feel like I kind of figured it out. So,
oh my god,
take it what you will. Take it what you will.
Oh my god, I still have Twitter open. Okay, this is when Twitter is good. This is when I love Twitter. Guess what hashtag is trending right now?
Oh god, what hashtag?
Hashtag Trump smells like ass.
I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know either. Maybe it's
Melania started it. I guarantee you. She started that.
Maybe it's someone who's at the trial. I don't know. Speaking of trials, jeez.
Oh God, I hope they televise it, man. I need to see. The other one that they televised where he had that fucking lawyer with the gamer laptop. Like, every single person that's involved with Trump is a scammer. We gotta talk about Trump one of these days. Like, the trials that he's going through, all the shit he's going through. It's hilarious. It's embarrassing.
I know.
It's cringe.
And people will still vote for him.
Bro, people put money in the stock. What are you doing?
I know.
What? And they lost half of it already.
Anytime he says, support me, send me money, there's still people sending money.
They do it. It's like, babes, he's a billionaire, allegedly.
Well, yeah, I was like, supposedly, isn't he like a millionaire or a billionaire?
Well, that's what one of the court cases are about, him inflating his real estate worth, which is where
but again, the people sending him money believe it, so it's like, why are you sending them?
Well, this is the thing. America's kind of built on the premise, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. So everybody thinks they're just this embarrassed millionaire, just waiting on their next million, and that's the problem. It's like, babes, let's be real. You work a 9 to 5. At most, after taxes, you make $40,000 if you're lucky in this economy. That's most people's day-to-day life, you know what I mean?
I just want to know the secrets. How do you get people to just send you money like that?
You got to be a psychopath, not care about anybody or anything.
I guess, true. Yes, we care about you people. That's why we want you to subscribe to our Patreon.
So you can hear the real truth. You know what? I might do my theory. I might do my theory one day on Patreon for OJ about why I feel like he didn't do it. That way, at least, if they're going to kill me, at least they had to pay us first.
Oh, my Lord. But yes, we're out here fighting for you. We believe in you. All of you people. And again...
Yeah, come be a patron so we can make fun of you. Like Ray Ray.
No. We support the American people. Well, we support the people of the world. But we can only do that if you send us contributions. How did they do that? How did
Do
these
you guys
politicians...
need a discount code for blue chew pills? Is that what it is? That's what's holding you back? Sorry. We're working on sponsors right now, guys.
Oh, no. If we go with...
Come on, Arby's! We're waiting!
Or if we go for the order crowd, it's like, do you have gold you just have sitting around the house collecting dust?
Oh, no. Not the South Park episode. Bill wants to sell you a golden turquoise bolo tie.
How old of a crowd are we going for? Do you have trouble?
Honestly,
do you have
if
trouble?
You want to scam people, senior citizens are the people to scam.
You have trouble holding your bladder at night?
You have restless leg syndrome. File a class action lawsuit for mesothelioma.
Hey, Ozempic's popular these days.
That's just a lot. That's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen. Mark my words, about 5 more years.
No,
it's going to be the new mesothelioma.
It helps you. It helps you lose weight, but it makes your face. It like ages your face like 20 years. Oh yeah, nothing. There's nothing going on there.
Bro, they said all you have to do is take it like twice, and it starts working and it don't stop. Like, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, babes, just go to get lipo like a normal person. They even have laser lipo where it won't leave the marks.
Well, they said a lot.
It's 2024.
They said a lot of the celebrities are doing it.
Everybody got them stupid ass lollipop heads now. Like, I can't take it.
I heard it's like, it was supposed to be for like people with like diabetes and stuff. And
yeah,
it's just,
of course. And rich people are like, no, I don't want to work out. I'll just use those Ozempic. And they made it a shortage for people that need it.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, there's people who actually have a medical condition who can't get it because all these celebrities want to get thin.
And shout out to all the recreational Adderall users that caused a shortage too during the pandemic, and it's still not fucking in right. I mean, there's people who actually need it.
I mean, that's another thing. It's like, Hollywood. They'll shoot anything into their bodies.
Truly. Well, if you knew what they were doing on that casting couch.
Whoa. Well,
still a thing.
I didn't mean shooting that into their bodies.
Well, I did, and I said what I said.
Hell.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm sad for his family, but I'm happy that he actually got to reconcile things that he needed to. Like, it's nothing worse than like having somebody die and there's like no closure.
Yeah.
Or you end on bad terms. So all the people in his life that he needed to make up with, he got to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy for them. But man, prostate cancer, that made, like I said, that makes me rethink a few things, because that might be a little bit of karma.
Oh my. But again, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of believe in karma too, but it's like, sometimes you'll hear stuff where it's like, you'll hear like young children getting like brain tumors. It's like, that's not karma.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you believe in real true karma, where it's
reincarnation and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta do the ant to the worm to the whole thing.
Yeah. Damn, we're getting deep. I thought we were all about dick jokes. What the hell's going on?
Dear D's Nut Soap.
There you go.
We're looking for a sponsor.
That's right, kid.
Real soap. Isn't it the one with the hole in it?
Oh, yeah. I think so, yeah. Or hell, D's Nuts candy bar. Come on.
Oh, well, yeah, that's Mr. Beast. He's his own sponsor.
Yeah, I know. If you need any help, though.
Oh, it has actual almonds in it. Nuts. It has actual nuts.
It better have nuts in it if it's called D's Nuts. Come on. Oh.
It's funny.
That's right. Come on. We need sponsors, kids. Come on. Whip them out on the table. Come on.
Yeah, they have a couple of different ones, but I'm talking about the Humphreys Homemade. That's the one with the hole in the middle.
Wonder what that's for.
Gotta soap it up good, boys!
Oh, my Lord.
Got some 360 action, There's your dick jokes. You're welcome.
Did you, I know you don't watch Saturday Night Live, but did you see the skit from last week on YouTube or anything where they're dressed up like Beavis and Butthead? It was supposed to be like a political show, and then just like two guys sitting in the back like Beavis and Butthead, and supposedly they would know each other, and just they're just like, you look like Beavis and Butthead. It's like, what? Who's that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think kids today know who Beavis and Butthead are.
Well, no, it's like, you were like, you never watched Beavis and Butthead? Like, I think it was Heidi Gardner. She's like, no, I was popular. I went to parties back in the day. No, I don't know. I didn't watch Beavis and Butthead.
Ooh, burn. Like, babes, it came on at like
I know. But now there's like 50 articles this week like, oh, did you see? She was like giggling and cracking up, during this. Like, okay.
She's happy.
Well, yeah.
Wolf.
Free at last.
Some people do better in the breakups than others,
Heidi Gardner got out alive. Now I just hope Peter Parker can.
That's it. But we always have the ultimate Spider-Man, so it doesn't matter. At this point, it don't matter. Amazing. I can write it off. As long as ultimate is there, I'm good. Yes. That is my main Spider-Bug, people.
Okay, we are on Salty and Petty, so yes, for those of you who may be listening to this who don't know, yes, Heidi Gardner's, now ex-husband, Zeb Wells, is the current writer of Amazing Spider-Man, with
whom we have an axe to grind.
As much of the internet does.
Basically we have a running gag of mark your bingo card when we do a little Zeb Wells slander. We mean it mostly joking, but we really love Spider-Man and we just don't like the direction, and that's not an unpopular opinion, actually. So
I just feel bad I don't have a Zeb Wells drop now. Wells!
Oh no.
But yes, we have issues with Zeb Wells, as all true Spider-Man fans do.
Poor guy, Phil. No. We have a whole nother show to do, so I think that's it. Let me know. Do you think he did it? Do you think another person did it?
That's right.
Do you think Johnny Cochran was the best damn lawyer in the whole world? Well, him and Robert Kardashian Sr., obviously.
Yeah.
Aren't they both dead? Is Johnny Cochran still alive? Did I ask you this already? I feel like...
I think
Johnny Cochran is still alive, but maybe not.
I thought.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
I was gonna say, didn't he pass away after his spots on Seinfeld?
You know what? I think so.
That was Jackie Chow.
Oh, it was 2005. Yeah, I thought he was gone.
Yeah, I thought it had been a while.
Wait, what year did Robert Kardashian die? Because hold on, this was part of, I can't remember right now, but it was a part of something.
I was gonna say Robert Kardashian's been gone for a while, right? Spinning in his grave.
Nope, 2003. Yeah, they passed really close to one another, which was also interesting.
Yeah, Robert Kardashian.
And Robert Kardashian died of prostate cancer too, didn't he?
Ew.
Am I making that?
I mean, I know you want to do like a conspiracy on that, but it's just like, I mean, that could be environmental factors too.
Oh no, it was he was a smoker. It was his throat cancer. I knew it was cancer. I can't remember what.
So yeah, it's been over 20 years.
You're a smoker.
So yeah, it's been over 20 years where Robert Kardashian's been spinning in his grave.
He had a lot to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
No, truly. So that woman's a handful.
No. The woman who made her fame off her daughter's sex tape? No.
Well, honestly, that's what she's most known for, but she tried to do a few other things.
Oh, yeah, but look what hit.
They're quite interesting.
Look what hit.
And allowed her to be able to do that, actually.
Look what hit, and I don't mean Ray J.
He hit her first.
Hell, well, on video.
Famous people.
Yes, the first famous person.
Anyway, I don't send me down the Kardashian rabbit hole. Like, we'll be here for 5 hours.
We'd have to do a month of Salty and Teddy's on that.
If you guys want it, let me know.
Kardashian.
I don't mind taking the wrath of Kris Jenner, because like I say, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works hard.
A whole Kardashian month. I mean, if nothing else, that'd probably be clicks and views, you know?
Kardashian, Jenner, they've all been married so many damn times, I can't keep it straight. Yeah, let us know. We aim to please.
That's right. If you want to hear us roast the Kardashians, let us know.
It's low-hanging fruit, but it is what it is. It's fun. It's fun to shoot fish in a barrel sometimes.
All right. Anything else, Little Hellfire?
No, we can get out of here.
What people expect? Happy, calm thoughts from a Little Hellfire?
I would hope not.
I'd hope not.
I mean, the name of the podcast is Salty and Petty.
Exactly.
I think it's too salty or petty today, but like, a man died, regardless of, if he did it or not. Still died, and that's a terrible way to go.
Exactly. All right. Okay.
Oh, wait, I also saw the joke. I just know OJ's looking up at us right now. I saw so many of those too.
Oh no!
And they're like the devil said, O.J. Simpson just showed up, and I wanted to ask him, but he's waiting for his lawyer. And I'm like, wait, aren't both his lawyers dead? I guess they're upstairs.
Oh, jeez. You know what? No, I keep seeing. I saw the joke a couple times, and I heard people repeating it. The headline should have been "Famous glove model O.J. Simpson dead at 76." I put that picture up. All right. So, Lilith, I don't know what we're doing next time.
Oh, you don't?
Well, no, we got to pick a few because remember, we're waiting for X-Men 97 to wrap up before we cover that. And
Perich? Are we waiting for that to wrap up too?
Well, I thought we talked about waiting for the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure we can find something.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to discuss.
Or you guys can send in some feedback. What do you want to hear? We can probably just do a day of hot topics or whatever. We'll just see what's on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, next 2 or 3 episodes. Yeah, I mean, if request it. Come on, Noel, this is your chance. Request it.
And no, we're not gonna do a whole episode called F. Chuck Dixon. I'm sorry.
No. Oh no, you know what he wants? He wants F. Lauren Boebert. That's what he wants.
Oh no. Again, low hanging fruit, but that might become our specialty.
Exactly. Salty and Petty, the low hanging fruit podcast. All right, so yes, send us all your.
Oh, we can talk about Trump. You know what? We'll talk about Trump.
Okay. I wonder if
my views may shock you.
I wonder if there's anything to talk about. I don't know.
My views may shock you. Tune in next week.
Okay. All right. So there you go, kids. Love him or hate him, you know him. So send us your thoughts. Email on Trump. Email us saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. Oh, you know what? We should have an announcer do our plugs. saltyandpetty69@gmail.com.
Oh, one word.
Oh my god! Now I got to build him a little podium. saltyandpetty69@gmail.
A soapbox.
Oh, a pedestal. Put a little sign on that said "mansplaining pedestal."
Yes.
Or call the
minute.
Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. That's right. Yeah, send us feedback so we can talk about it. And maybe if you're lucky, the Charlie Puppet will mansplain it to you.
If you're lucky.
That's right.
Nothing like having a mustachioed puppet mansplain to you.
Oh my lord! Oh my god!
You haven't lived till you had a puppet mansplain to you.
There was one day this week. One of my Facebook memories came up and it was a video of me and Charlie like on Super Connectivity.
Aww.
And it was, I know, and especially because it was like, it's when he was growing the hair out and the mustache was, it kind of looked like, it looked like this almost. Yeah. I was like, this is a sign.
Now they have a bigger one.
Hey-oh.
A 28-inch one.
Hey-oh.
Get this. It's $69. So I almost have to do it. So if you get one for Christmas, don't be surprised. If you get an upgrade, don't be surprised.
Well.
Exactly.
It's stereo.
Big Charlie, little Charlie.
You know what? I'm proud of you, Lilith Hellfires. Something 28 inches for $69, and you're going to spend it on me? You're grown up.
You're welcome!
You're maturing!
Having kids will do that to you. Even if they're not yours, biologically.
I was like, let someone else stick something else in there. All right. So yeah, but you can find all episodes of Salty and Petty and of all the other shows we do on the Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. You can find all the social media. You can find merchandise. Again, new Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks.
Now with more ampersand.
All ampersand all the time. Oh, where's that damn puppet? All ampersand all the time. And of course.
Oh wait, can I do a plug real quick?
Yes.
Be sure to go check out our latest episode of Capes and Lunatics with Brian Edward Hill.
Oh,
Brian with a Y. The world's biggest Star Wars fan.
Oh, returning guest. I mean, hey, we gave you a bunch of episodes, Capes and Lunatics episodes this time. I mean, we were almost weekly again this month. I mean, Sakesha Ray, JMD Mateus, Erica Schultz, Brian Edward Hill. So. Yeah, go check out.
Yeah, a lot of good interviews, a lot of fun. I love when they come back. So.
That's right. Yeah, lots of returning guests this time. Yeah.
This is where we can be silly and let loose. That's our more professional stuff.
You mean?
This is Brian Edward Hill, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I'm jealous of that voice.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, but yes, so you can also, again, you can just rain random money on us through a Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course the
Ching.
Patreon. And you say, why should I subscribe to the Patreon? Because Lil Hellfire and I do the uncensored. You think this episode was tame. This is nothing compared to what goes down on Patreon.
Will gives the WWE the smackdown in April. It's so much controversy to talk about. So many conspiracies to talk about. Join us.
I think I'm just going to call it Lil Hellfire's 420 special because that's where we're recording it.
I don't want to do false advertising. I think I'm actually sampling edibles or something. Although, I do have to make a run to the dispensary.
Although, oh God, I think I should just let you and Justin do the episode.
Next year. For
Yes.
Yeah. Lilith and Justin's 420 special. Oh, it'll be like you can get the graphic from like South Park.
Yes.
Christmas special.
Lilith and Justin's integrity special. All right. But,
down on the farm.
But you can find everything up to Patreon, all the merch, all of it at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And you can catch Granny Hellfire on Facebook. And seriously, I'll do a plug. If you love our stuff, you love our content, I couldn't do it without her, so.
Oh, yeah. You guys should totally friend me on Facebook because there's a special announcement coming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, even I'm not privy to this. Oh.
I think I should be. It's going to be next weekend probably. So, got time, kids.
No hints? No hints?
No hints. It's fun, though. It's fun. It's going to be cute.
Oh.
I might give you guys a TikTok link. You don't know. You never know with me. You never know.
I thought Lilith was going to announce a pregnancy, like her dog's pregnancy or something.
You know, the only girl dog I have, she's ancient and she's fixed. So no puppies.
Or, one of those other ones got out and impregnated someone.
All my dogs are neutered. Thank you. I'm a responsible pet owner. Hello.
I don't know. Some of your dogs are so stubborn. They really go right through that. All right.
Shout out to everybody who had a vasectomy, but it didn't work.
Oh, my. Gotta feel like Superman there. Lawsuit. Thank you, everyone. Ken, come back.
That's not guaranteed, actually. Fun fact.
All right, kids. So, yes. Thank you for joining us for this O.J. Simpson talk. Next time, Donald Trump.
Yeah, boys! Get your American flags up and your Make America Great Again hats. Let's do it. Don't forget your Punisher sticker.
Make Capes and Lunatics wealthy again.
Again.
Right.